Monday Night Football, we've got the Jets and the Chargers. I'm going to take a look at the Stokastic NFL DFS lineup generator for FanDuel lineups in this video. If you're looking for DraftKings lineups, I've already made that video. You can find that elsewhere on this channel. But in this one, I'm just going to take a look at some of the lineups being generated for FanDuel for Monday Night Football. While you're coming in, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification button so you can get alerts when our shows go live. If you haven't already signed up for the lineup generator, the link is in the description of this video. It's just $14.95 per week, and that includes DraftKings, FanDuel, main slates, every primetime showdown slate. All of that is included in that $14.95 price tag. I think it is a fantastic deal for a tool that only gives you long-term profitable lineups. These have been run through the Stokastic Sims. Any bad lineup has been thrown out. So I'd recommend signing up if you have not already done so. All right, I'm going to take a look at some FanDuel single game lineups here. And I'm going to do chalky lineups. That's something I've been doing. I've been looking at lineups that are chalky but have unique constructions, so they might not be duped a ton anyway. So that's what I'm going to look at here. And I'm going to use standard projections, but for showdown slates, you can choose the game script that you think the game is going to follow if you want to. That's these 4 buttons here. Choose one of those, and you're going to get lineups specifically for that game script. But I'm just going to use standard projections here. First lineup we see, and again, this is FanDuel. We're leaving 1,500 on the table. We've got Keenan Allen in the MVP spot. Of course, going to be one of the better MVPs on the slate and lower owned than Justin Herbert here. Allen coming in at 14% MVP ownership. Justin Herbert in the util is coming in at 43% ownership. I guess we haven't seen Justin Herbert's MVP ownership, but I would guess he's more than Keenan Allen because on FanDuel, there is no price multiplier. You just need your highest scoring player to be in the MVP spot. We've got Darius Davis in here at 9% projected ownership. Joshua Kelly, and then Garrett Wilson, the lone representative from the Jets in this one. This lineup works for me. We're leaving 1,500 on the table, so probably not going to be duped a ton. We have a few players that are not extremely high owned in Darius Davis, Joshua Kelly, and even Keenan Allen at MVP. So I like this lineup quite a bit. I don't think it's going to be duped a ton, and I think this one is certainly live to put up a big score. So I like it. All right, let's try and find a couple more. Second lineup, again, now we're leaving 5,500 on the table. We've got Keenan Allen in the MVP spot. Again, no Justin Herbert in this one, but we have Donald Parham here at 10% ownership, Joshua Kelly in this one again, and then we have Garrett Wilson and Zach Wilson in this one. So leaving 5,500 on the table, I believe, I'm pretty sure, we could upgrade Zach Wilson, for example, to Justin Herbert. So this lineup, you need Zach Wilson to be outscoring Justin Herbert, despite the fact that we have Keenan Allen in the MVP spot. Certainly plausible, though, for Zach Wilson to outscore Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen to still be the optimal MVP. I like this lineup quite a bit. And you also, by the way, need Garrett Wilson to outscore Justin Herbert. So here you're kind of anticipating a lot of Justin Herbert's volume going to just Keenan Allen and Donald Parham. Looks like a great lineup to me for a large field GPP. And to be clear, I'm specifically, all my analysis is around large field GPPs. Does not apply if you're playing really small fields. If you're playing smaller fields, certainly, excuse me, you could use more of your salary. You don't need to do as much to get unique. All right, let's go. I'm sorry. I made it through the whole DraftKings video without coughing, but I am sick today, if you can't tell. This one using the full $60,000 salary cap. We have Michael Carter in the MVP spot at no ownership. This is a kind of a wild lineup with Michael Carter making it. We do have the full salary cap being used. We've got Zach Wilson only paired with Michael Carter. So this lineup is going to look good if Breece Hall gets hurt and Michael Carter runs all over the Chargers defense, which it's not a great defense. So certainly plausible. I think this lineup actually would work for a large field GPP. This is one of the rare lineups that uses the full salary cap that I still think might actually work. And Zach Wilson only paired with Michael Carter. I don't love that. Typically, I want Zach Wilson to be paired with one of his primary pass catchers, but I think that it could work. Certainly Michael Carter could score a receiving touchdown, and it's only 0.5 point per reception on FanDuel. So, more viable to play a quarterback without his wide receiver. So I think this lineup could work. It also is very likely to put up very few fantasy points in your MVP spot. So only for the largest field GPPs. All right. This is going to be the final lineup I look at here. We have Garrett Wilson in the MVP spot. Makes a lot of sense. One of the better plays on the slate. Zach Wilson paired with him. Allen Lazard in there as well. And then we have Joshua Kelly and Keenan Allen from the Chargers. We're leaving $4,000 on the table. This looks like a great lineup for a large field GPP. Don't think it'll be duped a ton. So there you have it. Some of the best lineups. I'm just going to go through and save lineups for as many as it lets me. And then we'll take a look at our exposures. All right, so final exposures, we got to 70% Keenan Allen, even on a half PPR site on FanDuel. Keenan Allen just gets so much volume that he looks great. 53% of both quarterbacks, 42% Garrett Wilson, 40% Brees Hall, a lot of the players that you would expect to make it into these lineups. A little bit surprised to see how much we're getting of Michael Carter, Darius Davis, but they're allowing you to pay up for all of these studs. We've got some high price players who project really well here. So it kind of makes sense that you're going to get a lot of these Joshua Kelly, Michael Carter, Darius Davis, Tyler Conklin, these types in your lineups to allow you to pay up for the studs. If you haven't already hit the like button, please do like the video. It helps us out quite a bit. And if you haven't subscribed to the Stokastic channel, we're trying to get to 100,000 subs, so that would help us out as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck tonight.